Man, I love doing this show. I tell you, I do. Hey, welcome back, Digital Ramblers. How are y'all? JJ Cannon, co-host with my good friend Kris Gamble. What's up, my man?
Hey, JJ. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you've had a great weekend. What have you been up to?
Oh, man, I did have a great weekend. You know, my girls, they're inspired by us, and Claire Bear, Miss Itty Bitty, she had me set up my Logitech 4K camera with one of our like big light things, and they recorded their first YouTube video, and so they're super excited about that. How about yourself? You look like you got a little bit of sun.
No, I'm just a bit hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered. Oh my gosh, let's not go there.
we had some technical issues a couple of minutes ago to our audience there.
Here, you feeling that?
There's a delay. There's
the delay.
Oh, that's coming. It's coming. Yeah, this weekend, you know, it's still the summer holidays here for the kids are off school, so where have we been? Dinosaur parks, local town carnival. We've been to the beach. We've been eating fish and chips. We've been traveling all over we've been holidaying at home this weekend. We've been taking in the delights of Norfolk.
Well, that's cool, man. Well, you know, it's always great to see you. You know, and today is going to be an epic episode, and we're actually starting a new season. It's season 6, episode 36, and we're talking about the 6 top reasons to visit Expo 2019 in Denver, Colorado, and it's coming up soon, man. Super excited.
Yeah, it's not crept up on us because we've known it's coming, but these last few weeks have really speeded up, and now we're 2 or 3 weeks away from going out there, and we're both super excited to be going out there as the Digital Ramble. You know, fully formed, full, you know, tunnel vision on creating some of the best content that you'll have seen at any previous expo.
You know, and it'll be a good full year of us, not necessarily in studio, but as far as creating content for the Digital Ramble, and we have got so much support over this past year from whenever we previously started this, previous to CEDIA last year, from manufacturers, from the community of different integrators around the world, but also we have been embraced by homeowners and small businesses that have really appreciated the information that we've been providing. And we're getting ready to go to the place that gives us all a bunch of great content, a bunch of great information, as well as, you know, checking out these new manufacturers that are coming online, and even the old ones.
Yeah, that's right. And well, I think without further ado, let's get right into the meat of the episode, and let's get into why we're going there, what we're doing, and 6 top reasons to visit Expo 2019.
Let's do it. All right, Gamble. So, you know, this expo that we're going to is put on by CEDIA. And CEDIA stands for Custom Electronic Design and Installation Association. And you can be a member, or you don't have to necessarily be a member to actually participate in this expo. And I've been going, I've taken my team, I've gone solo. This year you and I are meeting up, and we're going as the Digital Ramble this year. And you know, I say that there's been in the past of a couple of episodes, I've said that there's been an expansion of the C from where it was just custom to where it's also embracing consumer. And a lot of the products that you and I talk about on a daily basis is going to be there at this expo.
Yeah, I always call this expo, it's like the mecca for our industry. It's where all the professionals in our industry around the globe gather to see the newest products, do their training, do their networking, their socializing. It's probably like how I treat it. It's my annual leave. It's the only time I take a prolonged period off work, and it's to come to this gathering in the States. And it moves. The venue moves every 2 years. So if anyone who follows Customized would have seen us going to San Diego for the 2 previous years. This year, we're going to be in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the CEDIA motto, or maybe you don't know, is live life connected. and it's going to be at the Denver, Colorado Convention Center, and it's between September the 10th and the 14th. And you and I, we're going to be bookending those dates, so we'll be there early on the 9th and all the way through the 15th. But, man, it is cram-packed. The schedule that we've put together for ourselves is nothing but work. But it's a lot of fun work, for us. It's not the normal type of work. I mean, it's going to be exciting. I'm so fired up, man. And a lot of integrators. I think there's over 20,000 people that attend this expo every year.
That's right. 20,000 home tech professionals visiting over 500 exhibitors. And it's a whole week. It's a week of smart home celebration, home automation celebration. And, the exhibitors get there very early. They start building their stands and all the pre-show construction. Then there's some early training courses, and then the doors open to the professionals that are visiting for that 3 days of just walking miles and miles and miles. It's definitely an event to wear your Fitbit or your wearable tech to get some steps under your belt.
Man, I tell you what, the CEDIA over the years has been really beneficial to myself as a business owner, as well as to my technicians as well, and the integrators that I have out in the field. And they also have some behind the scene business courses that you can use for like planning large projects, designing systems, as well as proposals. I really enjoy doing the manufacturing courses as well, because manufacturers themselves are even doing some design courses there at the CEDIA Expo.
Yeah, again, it's going to be one of our top 6 reasons. So let's get into our top 6 and start to break it down in some of the reasons why you should be taking the time out and visiting the Expo 2019.
Yeah, I think reason number 1 is the whole industry is under one roof. I mean, it's a great opportunity. Throughout the year, we're usually calling different manufacturers, throughout the year, and it's great to have everybody under one roof for us and actually put a face with the voice, or, put a face with whoever you're communicating with online. You get to meet them firsthand, as well as you get to see all the different product under one roof. It's a big roof, but man, it makes it a lot more convenient to do that, as well as building some relationships.
Yeah, and remember, this industry is a global industry, and it's one of the few occasions where you can meet up with people from overseas. Because, like myself in the UK, JJ in Texas, it's one of the few times that we'll get to spend time at the show, in the bar, hotel lobby, breakfast, and not just talk about work and things. We can talk about, personal things as well. So it's a real opportunity for the industry to gather globally. And I think that's what attracted me when I visited for the first time 2 years ago, and I've kept coming now, is that it wasn't just a US focused show, which I expected. And I was amazed when I saw it. It was a real global gathering of professionals.
Yeah, just a ton of people are there, and true professionals, like you were saying. Yeah. Reason number 2, the latest products and services. What you got for that?
Yeah, well, there's not going to be this huge convention and this huge floor space, given to this gathering if manufacturers are not going to give it their best shot. And what's great about the Expo is manufacturers hold back these new product releases for the Pro channel, ready to launch. They announce new cameras, speakers, projectors, screens, TVs. The latest technology on the planet is going to be on show at the Expo. And in a similar way to CES in Las Vegas, this is like our CES for the custom professional installed technology channel.
Right. It kind of it really narrows the focus, of those custom consumer electronics versus, you're not going to see a bunch of cars there and, everything that you might see at CES. It's very narrow. I wouldn't say very narrow, because it's still a lot. I mean, it's
Well, it's the smart home industry.
yeah,
It's home automation, the connected home. You're dialing into residential technology, home technology here.
yeah, yeah. You know, we also, and we've touched on it a bit previous, but reason number 3 for us, you want to give it?
Go for it.
All
You
right.
got the script.
Personal development, training, and network, listening and sharing. You know, that's quite a bit for one reason, but it's true.
Oh yeah, it's I highlighted it before. It's that ability to, if we break it down, it's that ability to do all your training in one efficient location. That book your courses, cram 2 or 3 or 1 day or 2 days of education, and you know go all in on it, and then take your day to go around the show or your 2 days around the show floor. But it's hard to fit in training on a busy working week, working month, running a business, or you've got a busy installation diary. To take time out, travel across the country to training courses is a big ask. So if you can be efficient and do your training in one place, that you're also going to be able to see the latest products, see your colleagues, meet with your sales representatives. It's win-win-win all the way for me to do all that under one roof.
You know, one thing that I liked that the organization did was they are providing these passes that you pay one price and you can go to unlimited amount of training courses there at the expo, and you can kind of float in between a variety of different classes and courses that they have. Now you can buy one-offs like a la carte, a course here or there, or you can actually get this one pass and roam from course to course. And to be honest with you, man, I spent 2 years in training and I didn't even make it to the expo floor. There was so much opportunity for education there. Um, so
I
yeah,
would I would struggle with that. I always try and reserve a good amount of time to walk the show floor. I think you owe it to yourself
oh
to
yeah.
soak up the latest technology, and again meet with your peers, and the socializing and the network. Let's put that into one melting pot, because it starts from breakfast time right through to bedtime. You are bumping into people that you either know digitally, that you speak to on social media, or you watch their Facebook content and things like that, and then you meet people that you've met over the years face to face that you catch up with. I know my uh, personal schedule for the show. Of a lot of people are asking me to meet for a drink and to meet and have a chat, and I've got to know them, not just their businesses, but I've got to know them personally. So it's networking and socializing together, in a comfortable environment, and not just in a training course or in a show floor. You can go and sit with these people over dinner and drinks.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can't wait to meet. We've met so many uh, technology professionals over this past year that are going to the expo. I can't wait to actually meet them and shake their hand and share different experiences that we've actually had. Because what's cool about our industry is there are 100 different ways to design a technology solution, and there's not really one true you got to do it this way or you'll fail. Not that's not necessarily always true. And I love gathering ideas and sharing ideas with other people. I call it taking an ingredient from everybody and then making my own little recipe that I find that works best for me. And the expo is an excellent place, an excellent opportunity to gather that type of information. So super
Yeah,
excited about that.
and one of the words I put in that description in our show notes was listen.
Yeah.
There's so many knowledgeable people and experts in their fields at the expo. Either they're doing talks, some of the stages around the expo. There's plenty free talks to attend and soak up that knowledge, but also listen to these people if you are in the bar with them and in the restaurants, and just soak up their experiences, because you might take away that little nugget of wisdom that makes a big difference when you get back to your business.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, reason number 5. One of the best business investments you can make.
Yeah, I can thoroughly endorse that. I was a long-time visitor to the ISE show in Europe, which was a mixture of CEDIA and Infocom, had like a hybrid residential commercial show in Amsterdam. And I felt I wasn't getting enough, 100% smart home intake. I was getting too many distractions from commercial pro AV kind of stuff at the show. So I took the leap and went to San Diego in 2017, and it was expensive. It was way more, it cost me way more than going to Amsterdam, which is just a short flight for me across into Holland. But I maximized it by just immersing myself in the show. So I fully got that investment back by going all in and really trying to be a part of the show and network with people and do all the things. Even though I flew out there on a solo and didn't know anyone at the time, luckily my social media presence gave me a little bit of an introduction. But it's just paid off continually. After the show, I keep drawing on the experiences I get from visiting it.
Yeah, man, we've made quite a bit in Digital Delight. My firm has made quite a bit of an investment going to CEDIA over the years as well, and I've taken, like I was stating earlier, my entire team, my entire staff over to CEDIA Expo and had them certified, and had them walk the Expo floor, and it's been wonderful because not only do I get rejuvenated, I get fired up. So whenever I come back, it really lasts me a good 8 to 9 months, before I'm really ready to go again, or my team's ready to go again. But it's been well worth the investment. I remember putting myself and some of my guys into the networking classes, and networking was probably one of the most impactful courses that my company has taken as a whole. Just whenever Wi-Fi and networks were first coming out, and prior to those courses, we were investing thousands of dollars in trying to understand how to establish a good working network. And after that course, and finding the right products, using the right tools to accomplish stabilizing a good network, has been a night and day difference for our business as a whole. And in turn, everything that we do now is based on the network. Like, nothing starts. The foundation for every technology that we use today is based on the network. And I owe a lot of our success to that CEDIA, or to those CEDIA courses that we took. I think also they have some certification courses that you can do with networking as well.
Yeah, I would say, just as a top tip, look for some of the free entry codes to get into the show. That'll save you a few dollars. Look at sharing accommodation with people, network with people socially, so that you might get a heads up on people with spare rooms, or an efficient way to get between airports and accommodation. So do your socializing. There's a lot of forums for our industry, and just shout out people so that you might be able to share some of the costs. If you do want to get out there, but it's a big expenditure, be a bit creative and clever with your budget.
And reason number 6 is visit Denver, Colorado. I love Denver, man. Have you ever been to Denver?
Never been, JJ. I'm really looking forward to it. I know it's it's not on either of the coasts. The last time I was out in California, it was a little bit too hot for me. So hopefully this climate suits my Northern European preference.
You're going to absolutely love it. I mean, if you're from Texas, you've been to Denver, and I visited Denver many, many times, probably over 60 times, which is, it's quite a bit. We used to go out there for snowboarding, and then we discovered how awesome Denver summers were. And just right west of Denver, they have the mountains. Summit County is the county that we always used to and still go to visit. But in the city, Gamble, The architecture is beautiful. The layout, the landscape is just gorgeous. The people are super cool. Transportation is easy all throughout the city. If you like a beer, if you like good food, it's got that too. Yeah, man.
I've heard there's good beer in Denver. There's a lot of breweries, so that's something that we'll sample within outside of our working hours. We'll take in a few cold ones, but one of the things I'm looking forward to about Denver is I get the vibe that there's quite a lot of our industry based there. There's a few of the new starts, the more progressive thinking businesses. I'm seeing a few of them being based there. And one of our friends, Ratio's there. Also, the guys at Josh.ai have got an office there. So
Yeah.
that's going to be cool. If we can, we're working hard, guys, in the background there to come and visit these people to create some content during the week at the Expo.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And you're right, Rachio is over there, and so is Josh AI. And Rachio's that irrigation company, people that I keep telling you about. And if you got a yard or, landscaping that you've got to make sure survives, Rachio's the gear for you. And then Josh AI is for voice control. And so you got your big gaffas, but Josh, if you want something that's protected and that is it actually does a lot more than what your GAFAs do because it's more intelligent than what your GAFAs are doing right now. And so super excited to speak with those guys as well. So yeah, man, that's our top 6. I think that's a good start to 6 reasons to be heading out to Expo 2019.
Yes, this is the start of our Expo coverage. We've got a few more episodes lined up before we land in Denver,
Yeah.
and then we're really going to shift through the gears once we get down into our apartment, our studio, and close to the convention center.
Yeah, one thing that I wanted to make sure I talked about is that keynote. I don't know. Did you go to the keynote last year?
I did, yeah. I've been to the last 2. Always been very insightful. This year, it's got a good theme to it. I like this one. The theme is disruption.
Yeah, Luke Williams, and he wrote a book also. But the topic of this one is disruptive thinking, how to spark transformation in your business. And man, there's a lot of crazy disruption going on in our industry, and opportunity is how I like looking at it. And whenever there's a bunch of stuff that's not normal percolating, and some people look at it as disruption, others can look at it as opportunity. And we've seen it in our business. We kind of grasped disruption 4 or 5 years ago, and so I'm super excited to hopefully meet Luke and to listen to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, so that's a regular one, and another regular that we like to take in is Innovation Alley, and we're definitely going to be spending some time looking for some of the new products coming through that are going to be a part of the smart home in 2020, 2021. So that area is a great one. There's also some new areas though, which is surrounding wellness.
Yeah.
That's one that we're going to go deep into because this is an emerging trend in our industry, and we feel we should bring you some coverage from the wellness area.
Yeah, it's the Wellness Pavilion, brings together technology manufacturers that create wellness environments for healthy living. And it's cool how they're using lights and aromas and sound and, shading and it sounds like entertainment, but it's not. And for sleeping and medical purposes. And so I'm super excited to get over to that Wellness Pavilion and see what they have to offer. Now, something that they're also bringing back, Gamble, is this Design Plus Connection Pavilion. Did you see any of that last year?
Yeah, I did see that there was a tour organized for professionals, not necessarily in our industry, but visiting professionals from other industries that took in a tour of kind of the essentials that homes should have, the connected home, the smart home. And it's a good incentive to get other industries involved with and understanding our industry.
Yeah, I think it's sponsored by the National Kitchen Bath Association. And what they're doing is they're encouraging the construction and design community to come in and understand and to learn about why they should incorporate technology into their spaces and how it is being impactful, and something that, like what you touched on last week, Gamble, wiring for success, and the need, contractors, builders, the need to wire your house because it's coming, whether you like it or not. Technology is here, and it's going to be on the refrigerator and in the oven and in the microwave and in the bathroom and in the tub and in the shower. I mean, it's here. It's coming. And so I think this is a great opportunity and a great idea to have the design and construction pavilion. That's going to be a cool one that we're going to check out as well. And then, of course, all the exhibitors, all our good friends that we're going to be seeing. That's it's just going to be a great time, great week. I hope that if you are on the fence thinking about making the trek, I hope that you actually make it. And if you do, come find Gamble and myself.
Yeah, because we're going to set aside some time to speak to other professionals in our industry, welcome them onto the show, whether it's on our Instagram story, Facebook story, some short videos. But if we see some of the interesting characters in our industry floating around the show floor, we're going to grab them, pull them onto camera, and familiarize yourselves with these some very talented people in our industry.
Well, hey, Gamble, this week we're putting the Gamble Ramble and the Cannon Fire off to the side, and we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to call it the one pick each. And, I've gone through my exhibitor list, and, man, there is a lot of exhibitors, and it's tough to pick one, So I put a hat together. I've dropped in like 20 of the booths that I wanted to go to, and I closed my eyes and literally I picked one out, and so that's what's going to be making my list here as well. And so we're going to highlight a booth which is a must visit. You got one?
Yeah, and I'm going close to home actually to start with, and we'll pick one out each week on the lead up to the expo. But the first one for me is Hero Labs. They're a UK technology startup, and their focus is on the protection of the home. So they have a product called the Sonic, and it's a smart water leak detector. It's a valve that fits onto your water supply. It uses flow rates, it uses usage, it uses artificial intelligence to monitor your water connection, and has that ability to shut it off if needs be. They're going to be in Innovation Alley. They're in booth 3359. Hopefully you'll get to hear some UK voices there. I'm hoping that they're bringing a strong contingent from the UK, so I can get my hit of some London voices there. So check those out, Hero Labs.
That's cool. Yeah, man, I am super excited to check out this company called Orro, Orro. And there's a lot of different lighting firms that are in the custom channel. But what's cool about this one is that Orro detects your presence and turns on and off the lights if you're there or not. It's kind of like a motion sensor. But it also intelligently adjusts the lights based on the time of the day and learns your ideal lighting levels. So if 40% is what you're normally tuning to, then it's going to intelligently learn that, hey, man, 40% is where it likes to be for in that room. Also, for us, voice control. Voice control is big, and I use voice control all the time in my space. And so super excited about checking out Orro. They're going to be in the Wellness Pavilion, and they're going to be at booth 549, so 549. And I don't know where I've been, but I haven't heard of these guys, so I'm super excited to see what they got going on there in their booth and to learn more about them.
Cool. So part one of the road to Denver. We've got a lot coming up in the next 2 weeks. A little bit of big change in direction and pace for us. We're bringing in some of our first guests over the next 2 weeks, and we're not beating around the bush. We're going straight in with some big guns. And next week we have a very special episode with the general manager of Ring, one of the most well-known home security, home technology brands on the planet. We have their general manager joining us.
Andrew's coming in, and he's actually stopping in the booth, bro. He's coming in studio, and we're going to have a great episode, and we're going to talk about Ring and protecting around every corner, and it's going to be like an extended show. We're going to put in a little longer than 30 minutes.
Well, if we're going to have a guest round, we may as well, hang out with them for a little bit longer than usual. I'm looking forward to talking to somebody else on a Monday afternoon. But we'll also be talking about the Expo, because Ring will have a presence there, and I've seen them the last few years there, and they have an amazing booth. I love their big open plan booth that they have. So really looking forward to hanging out with Andrew from Ring next week.
All right, Gamble, great to see you. And Digital Ramblers, thank y'all for tuning in, and thanks for making last week's episode like our #1 episode of views within a short amount of week. We highly encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels. We're on 11 different podcast channels, so you can find us in iTunes or in Spotify. We are everywhere. Check out our website at digitalrambleshow.com, and it's just one area that you can find everything. And for those that don't know, find a home tech pro. If you got problems, call us up. Take care. Every month, the Digital Ramble will receive a regular source of income from supporters who've pledged through Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, having your ongoing support means we spend less time thinking about business and more time creating quality content for you.
Customized, based in Norfolk, England, are proud sponsors of the Digital Ramble. Check out our all setup services. It's smart home installation with ease. Customize.uk.com.
If you're looking to make your basic home smart, check out digitaldelight.com/shop, where they have a variety of different smart home technology solutions that help make smart home shopping easy for you. Check out digitaldelight.com/shop.